Buongiorno, darlings. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed morning so far. I know that some of the things that I've been putting out have been a little bit heavier, so I would like to kind of put a little bit of a nice spin on the moment when the person that you've idealized has the cape ripped off. So please grab your journals, please grab any rocks and stones. I have strawberry calcite here that I've been playing with, and then I have water going right now because I've had a few coffees already this morning, and since, as we know, I've been going sober without my cannabis flower, I'm just like as sensitive as can be, so much fun. So my intention today is to talk about the moment that can be very disheartening when someone that you've really looked up to or have had a close relationship with or really idealized or, thought that you were kind of going to be in their lives for a very, very long time, or someone that you thought was, responsible and an adult and all those things that are like where we are as leaders. And the moment when you see the cape get ripped off, what we're really going to do about it, how we can celebrate it, and how we kind of can go at it from like all the three Sarah angles, first leadership, woo-woo, as well as a little bit of creative expression. So please join me today. And please, for this one, please comment below about your experiences and, maybe like the first time someone in your life really showed you that they were just human. They're human. If we all, and pardon me for being crass, but we all know that I have a sharp tongue. We all poop on the toilet the same way. So if anybody who poops on the toilet tells you, you need me and can't do any of this without me, I'm better than you, you've got to do what I tell you to do, time out, that does not feel right. We are all equal in this world. And especially with the Pluto transits that we have going on right now, I'm definitely going to highlight Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius. It's going to dip back down into Capricorn. So we're going to see the last stand of any sort of top-down authority, any sort of systems that are really inappropriate within that structure. We're definitely really unpacking a lot of our addictions and codependency issues. And then by the end of 2024, Pluto is going to be completely in Aquarius, which is power to the people. So complete transformation, power to the people, galactic things happening, galactic technologies, galactic medicine, for lack of a better term, or galactic healing, pardon me, and just access to a lot of different fun, cool information. So everything that we've been talking about really matches up with the astrology, which is just like history, math, and patterns. But right now we're going into a very big change for human beings. And if you're here with me, you know that my quest is to find and train the new leadership team for the Ascended Awakened New Earth. That's you, my friend. So it might be that you are the only leader or the only adult in whatever, size, shape, body, age you have. And you've been looking around for someone to idealize, someone to look up to, someone to tell you what to do so you could go back outside and play. And as we've noticed in the past 3 years, all of that was a lie and a manipulation. All of it. My crow is just very expressive outside, so I'm excited about that. It means that we're on the right path. Okay, so I will go first. I will tell the story of when Sarah the Avatar, as a little girl, saw the cape get ripped off of the first person that she really looked up to, which was my mom. So for me, I'm 36 in this human life, and when I was a young girl at the grocery store, it was a big to-do when, the local grocery store got like the self-checkouts. It was a big deal. Everyone was very excited about that. So I'll never forget, we're checking out and, we were in a hurry. We're probably like dropping one kid off here. I'm in the middle of 3 girls and going over here and dance and, cross country and all this and all that and all these things. So we were checking out at the grocery store and we must have had less than, 20 items. And we were doing the self-checkout. She forgot to check out the milk. And I was like, Mom, you forgot to check out the milk. She grabbed the gallon of milk and we just walked out the store without paying for it. I was fucking shook. I was a mess. I was just like, who have I been following? How dare you? I can't even drink this milk. I just can't even drink this milk. And it's obviously affected me to this day. It's obviously the preface of this video. So obviously I've got some work to do. I mean, we've met, so I'm okay. So the cape got ripped off. Mom was a person. She was in her late 30s at the time with 3 motherfucking kids. She was trying her best. And she did the best that she could with the tools that she was given. And so I had to accept that. Mom was just a person. And that's amazing. She kept me alive. She gave birth to me. I'm so grateful for her. Sometimes our biggest teachers are the ones that hurt us the most. But the phrase that, really helps in this capacity is hurt people hurt people. And, when we see people that are lashing out, that they're in roaring pain. So we must send them love and grace because we're the adults. So with that being said, we are stepping into a space where a lot of that's a micro for me. So definitely maybe take some time right now and pause this video and think to yourself, like, what is the micro version of that for me? What was the first time that someone in my life that I really looked up to or felt that they were, and this could be a politician, this could be, a celebrity, this could be, I'll give a celebrity story. So I was fucking obsessed with Will Smith when I was a kid. Absolutely obsessed. Fresh Prince, getting jiggy with it, literally could rap that right now. Right, mother. Na 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 na. I'm not even going to go into the whole thing. But so I wrote him a fan letter one day, and I had my mother proofread it. There was a few things that she had to dot the T's and cross the I's, and I sent him that letter, and motherfucker never wrote back. Never wrote back. And that was another moment for me that I was like, absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. You did not open this letter from a 13-year-old girl. You didn't read it and look at the proofreading and be like, oh, how cute, and then send me something back. You didn't do that? You can kindly go fuck off. You can kindly go away. I literally just sounded ancient to a lot of you. Yeah, 36 in this human avatar, but for a lot of people, that just aged me in a way that they're like, the completely different world you were living in, honey. Completely different world. So yeah, maybe take a moment now and pause this video and just do a little bit of what was your, personal time that the cape got ripped off, and then maybe what was more of your political, a job, a boss, a celebrity, a basketball player. What was the first time that you were like, shit, wait, the NFL and the what's the other one? The NFL and the NBA, they're entertainment companies? Legally, so they can legally fix every single game. So people that I've idealized and look up to, they're just lying to me. They're just absolutely lying to me. No, that's fine. That's normal. That's okay. Okay. So now, Sarah, I've paused the video. I've had this moment of devastation. You've reminded me of all these things and how there are just I can feel all of us do this. It's a disheartening moment when the people that have been in charge for so long show their true colors, for the people that you trusted show their true colors, for the people that you idolized and really blended your values with. When that happens, it's shocking, it's devastating. So take the time to go through the stages of grief. Give yourself the chance to go through those stages of grief. I'm very serious. The steps are helpful. Like the 5 stages of grief, the steps in AA, these are really accessible. I'm such a process person, pardon me, that it's very helpful to have, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then step 5 is acceptance. So, yeah, acknowledge what it is and, have your moment and then come back to this video. Okay, Sarah, now what do I do? Wait, we got to do the thing. Hold on, Esmeralda. Pause the video. Okay, now we're back. Okay, Sarah, now what do I do? We're going to go through it as the leader, woo-woo, and creative expression, the 3 tiers, or the 3, tiers of Sarah. So as a leader, it's our chance to really love up on ourselves and recognize how strong and powerful we are. It sucks to feel like the only adult in the room. I'm not going to tell you that this is easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. I'm not going to say that anything that I'm about to say is going to be like, and then we were fine in the end. No. You're like, oh, okay, I have to take over. I have to take care of myself. I can't listen to you. You're not coming to help me. There's no knight in shining armor coming to help me. No, dear, there isn't. No. Even when you do meet your knight in shining armor, even if you do have a soul partner that you're meant to be with, even like in every single one of those capacities, you still have your portion of the divine feminine or the divine masculine weight to carry. You got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and pull yourself out of that motherfucking well that you've dug yourself into and fucking take care of your shit and wash the shit off your face and get back out there in the world and just do the dang thing. So as a leader, I'd recommend some exploratory questions, just really unpacking, like, what is it that I think that I needed from this person? What was I looking for in this person? Was it someone, if this is a parent, was it someone to coddle me and take care of me? Was it someone to, just gonna say it, pay the bill at the end of the day? Was it someone that needed to catch me when I stumbled? Was it when I know that I needed to be a leader? Was it someone that I just needed to be like, hey, you can do it, you got this? Someone to stand next to me, someone to say like, this has a lot to do with codependency. And when you're removing yourself from like maybe a toxic relationship or something like that, where a lot of the times we literally just wanted someone to stand next to us, just to be like, no, it's totally okie dokie that I'm this weird and different because they like me and they believe in me. But maybe this is an opportunity for you to believe in yourself because you're just so cool. But we have to believe in ourselves. Because if we don't believe in ourselves, no one else will. And we can't give away our power so easily. We can't. I love you. I know this is a toughie. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not pretending that this is easy stuff. This is tough stuff. But we're moving quickly, and as leaders, we literally can't stop. We wake up every single day with new challenges, new developments, new things happening. And for a lot of people, when you're here with me, the cape is going to be ripped off of a lot of public people. A lot of public people. And it's a bummer. But it's giving us the opportunity to stand up and put our ambitious pants back on and say, what can I do now? What do I do now? Okay, so as leaders, let's really unpack and say, what is it that I really needed from this person? Security, financial security, what is it that I thought that I needed externally that I really need internally, that I really needed to find in myself? So that would be the first few steps that I would do, that I would really look at in this situation. And kind of come to a conclusion of just like, okay, I needed this from them. How can I provide that for myself? How can I provide that for myself, for my team, my family, my flock, and the people that matter to me? Because although as leaders and as forward thinkers and as entrepreneurs and, as just metaphysicians, as anything, whatever brings you to my table, we have people that are looking up to us too. This is so roundabout, honestly, because we're not perfect. like do not blindly follow me. Do not blindly be like, Sarah said to do this, so I'm going to do it. No, I'm here to empower you, give you tools to help yourself. There are days that some of the things that I say are not going to resonate with you, and I love that. I love that. This is a cafeteria line, as I've always said. So know that I am, just in the same way that leaders out there in your world have done fucked up shit, I've also done fucked up shit. They're not fully bad and fully good. I'm not fully bad or fully good. We're human. We're in human bodies. We make mistakes. It happens. So, leadership. After all that and all the acceptance and all the stages and all the journaling, we are our own teachers. We are our own guides. We are our own gurus. Cool. Now let's go to the woo-woo. Okay, Sarah, so I blindly gave my power away. Blindly gave my power away to this person, whether it be out of fear, out of unconsciousness, out of whatever it may be. Now what do? How do I get my power back? We're going to do some woo-woo now. So just take some notes on this and then do this in whatever meditative state that you find yourself most comfortable in. But okay, very, very general. They said very, very general. So in whatever situation you're putting yourself in, whether it be in a meditative state or walking meditation, or if you're doing mirror work, we just have to make sure that we are safe before we do this. So I like to picture putting ourselves in a circle of divine light. So it's you and your higher self. And if this language is outside of your realm of understanding, please don't ever do woo-woo without feeling safe and in control. So please reach out directly and we can book a one-on-one session. I'm going to give you a very, very quick general way to kind of visualize taking your power back from someone. But if this is outside your realm of safety, do not engage. Do not engage. And then go right over to the creative expression. You can skip over and we'll go to creative expression after that, because that can be a really fun way to kind of do this without going into a meditative space that you don't feel safe in. So, and before you reach out, I mean, you can always, like, if you're scared and stuff, tell the entity, whatever is in front of you, that you're covered by Sarah's protocol, and then reach out directly. We'll book a session and I can talk about like how to take care of that, stuff like that. But just know that you're safe. Know that you're safe. Know that you're safe. So in the woo-woo, we're in our meditative state. We close our eyes. We're in a walking meditation, whatever it may be. I want you to visualize putting yourself in a circle of divine light, a protective circle of divine light. And I want you to picture it being a box of salt, because you can hear the sound of the salt going around you, but the salt is divine light. And you're going to visualize putting yourself in this circle of divine light, and you are safe in that circle. Cool. Now you're going to visualize the person that you gave your power to, and they're in front of you. And they can't touch you. You are completely divinely protected in that circle. And you're going to take your power back. You can take this moment to fucking, in your meditative state, cuss a fucker out. Be like, I really fucking trusted you. I really fucking loved you. I really cared about you. I really did. This could also be a hate letter. If you don't feel comfortable doing it in the meditative state, you can write a hate letter. They're saying that can be a really my guides are saying that's a really accessible way, that if you don't want to do this in meditation, write a hate letter and write it all out and scream it out. Fucking tell them how fucking angry you were. Get it all out. Get it all out. And then at the end, I want you to say, I'm grateful for the lessons. Write it in the letter. I'm grateful for the lessons. I've learned the lesson. I'm grateful for the lessons. And I take my power back. And if you're doing this in a meditative space, you can literally like rip it from them. Like, pretend that they have a rock or a stone and you literally fucking rip it from them and you take it from them. You can be violent. It's in your meditative state. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If it's in the letter, say, I take my power back from you and I appreciate you. Take the power back, appreciate them, take it back in your meditative state, and then say, we separate in love. We separate in love. And in whatever way feels healing to you, earth, air, fire, water, in a meditative space, like visualize them just getting washed away by the ocean, visualize a wind gust taking them away, visualizing a fire burning in front of you so they're gone forever, or you can visualize like an earthquake and then they get swallowed up by the earth and they go away completely. With the hate letter, in a very safe space, literally when I do woo-woo, I have buckets of water around me, burn it, mortar and pestle it, rip it up and flush it down the toilet, send, like, whatever you have to do to destroy it, but just get that fucker out of there and be done with it. Be done with it. And now my favorite part, the creative expression. We get to celebrate it, my dear. We get to celebrate it. This is one of the most important aspects of this process, is the celebration. And it's the kind of thing that, like, when we celebrate something, it's a completed cycle. And we can move on to the next one. But if we don't celebrate, that cycle becomes the cyclical up or a cyclical down. And if we don't complete the cycle, it's just going to come back in another person, in another way, in another form. We're just going to get another guru, another savior, another blah, 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 whatever it may be, that we're taking our power back from this situation. So we must celebrate it. Even if we feel like the fucking Eeyore with the party hat to the side who's smoking a cigarette and we're just like, I got shit to do, Sarah. What the fuck? Why am I doing this? You must, darling, because this is the world we live in now. We can't do things just in the 3D world. We got to do it in the woo-woo. We got to do it inside. We got to heal our inner child. We got to do all these things. It takes time. These are stages. So do a ceremony, celebrate change. This is not good or bad. If you meet your husband or your wife, you want to have a wedding, you want to have a celebration when it's good, how can we celebrate change and removing negativity from our lives? Because that's giving us the safe space. That's giving us the beautiful safe space for the goodness to come in. This is like the spring cleaning. When you do the creative expression and when you celebrate it, it's like the spring cleaning. It's like, it's just, it can feel awkward at first. Because as leaders in the 3D world, as entrepreneurs and badasses in the 3D world, we're like, hustle, go. Now we have to do this. Now we have to do this. Now we have to do this. And it's just like you can't fucking do that anymore. In a few years, when time and money is no object for anybody, there's going to be no one to save. It's the celebration and time is going to be just like abundant for everyone. So the creative expression and taking the time to celebrate is difficult for our brains, but imperative because this is another skill set that we're nourishing. It's like starting a new workout exercise regime where the first few times you're like, fuck, this is really difficult, Sarah. This is really hard. And I don't like it. And I don't understand why I'm doing it. You will in a few years. Let me rephrase. You will in a few months when all the capes get ripped off of so many people and beings and entities, and companies, and establishments, and bosses, and parents. It's gonna be great. Because if we're doing it now, that means by the time bigger things come up, we're gonna be like, I know exactly what to do. I chatted with my alien friend Sarah. She told me some processes. She gave me some tips and tools to help myself. So now I don't need to go back to one of her videos. I can just do it on my own. I know. Isn't it fun? And how do I say? The more you do this, the easier it gets to recognize your patterns. Recognizing your patterns. Because we really unconsciously, all of us, especially the leaders, we really just want someone to be able to look out for us sometimes. We really just want to know that somebody's got our motherfucking back. And like I've said, none of this is easy. I didn't say it was going to be. We didn't sign up for it to be easy right now. We signed up because it's just, the whole universe is watching. And we are each God having a human experience. So you, my dear, changing your patterns actually changes the whole universe. You, darling. Yeah, you. I know it might feel like you're like, I'm just one person on the other end of this phone. You're that important. You're that special. You are that needed. You are not alone, my dear. You are not alone. I really believe in you in a way that I had to learn how to believe in myself. And it was not always easy. It's still to this day difficult. But it gets easier to recognize our patterns, easier to feel like that little alarm is going off again, I'm giving my power away, I'm doing the same thing that I used to. And then you cut ties, do the things, have to have the tough chats. And what happens is that you'll receive instant validation that you made the right decision. Instant validation. As creative beings, we can, I was driving around the back shore today and my human was like, you had such a magical childhood. You grew up in the 90s. It was so great. And I just, I literally stopped. And I was like, no, you didn't. You have a wildly overactive imagination. You made most of it up. You climbed trees and was reading Roald Dahl books and just visualized all of these things. You made it up. Trauma response. Trauma. And my sweet, sweet Gemini friend gave me that the other day. Instead of just literally just being like, this is what happened to me and why. And when you're just like, no, this is what I did. And you just be like, trauma. It happens. It happens. We all experience things through these avatar views. So it's kind of, I got off on a little tangent there. So wrap it up, Sarah. Wrap it up. We're almost at a half an hour. Anything else? Please reach out directly for a session if you are interested, if you are keen. I've reopened my practice for half-hour and hour sessions, and whether they be tarot, astrology readings, or leadership, and all of the things that we're unpacking. So I will meet you where you are. I will give you as many tools and tricks and different things that could possibly be helpful for you, but I'm here for any questions that you may have. Please, again, do not do any woo-woo if you don't feel safe. And if you don't feel sovereign, and if you don't feel completely in control of your thoughts, words, and actions, don't do anything in the woo-woo space. That's okay. That's okay. Do things from the leadership space, write the letter if that's accessible for you, and then do a little song and dance and a little ceremony. Like, get a cupcake and put a candle in it and just say, I'm so grateful that this person is leaving my life to bring space. I have all this space for healthy activities, all this space for healthy people to come in, for healthy collaborations. There's no more dictatorships anymore. Anything that we do must be a round table. Anything that we do must be collaborative. That's the world I choose to live in. And that's the stage that I'm setting for you. Is that it? Yeah, they want you to pick a song that I'm walking on sunshine, wow, and don't it feel good? I don't like the end of that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, pick a song and just dance around to it. Just one song that just brings you joy. And even if you're crying as you're dancing, just kind of shake your body off. Just kind of shake your body out and just let it all out. Let it all out. And it's good to like give a nice little stomping to Mother Earth and just like bring some positive vibrations to her. She really loves that, and she really can use that right now. So did not expect a half-hour video, but I think I gave us a lot of information here. There are always links below to donate, and just I appreciate every single one of you. And if anything that I've ever offered to you has resonated, that is the best and easiest and most helpful way to say thank you. It gives me the freedom to provide more. So I am beyond grateful for every single one of you, beyond grateful for everyone who is a leader and just doing the work as an awakened leader. It's tough stuff out there. It is tough stuff, but I'm here if I can ever be helpful for you. Again, my name is Sarah. I'm your alien friend, and I'm just so very proud of the work that you're doing, my dear. It's cuckoo pants out there, and it is spicy, and it is just, we're in it. We're really in it. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, and reach out for anything. Ciao, darling. I'll see you soon.